Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Um, yeah, I wanted to just share a couple messages with you for Valentine's Day. Now, these came out from Anatomy of a Witch Oracle, and I wanted to share them, of course, because they're such beautiful hearts. And then, in terms of love connections specifically, I was thinking fire and earth combination combinations, fire and earth combinations, which can be really sensual, passionate. Fire and earth is a beautiful connection there. And so something about that and the two hearts are beautiful. And taste came out. So hey, you can go a lot of directions with the taste. Chocolate, no, but kisses, other things too. So there's some lovey-dovey vibes there, some fire and earth, the heart. And then thought I'd just pull two cards from the power of love as like themes for today or the next few days. Virtue, okay, that feels very specific. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. That's really beautiful. I would like to look up the definition of virtue, but I can't right now because I'm recording. But that's interesting. So you should do that too. Acknowledge that your loving spiritual attributes actually encourage others to grow. And I think that I'm hearing something right now in that sense about anger. So like you can tend to get angry when you are someone who helps people grow. You don't always know, and if it's working, if you're doing, well, what it is though is that you don't acknowledge yourself or give yourself enough credit for your loving spiritual attributes and how they help people grow, and how even if they don't help people grow, even if it's lost on them, if you don't feel like you get anything back, it's very virtuous. It's a virtue. And you do it with grace, with reason, with purpose. And also last night I heard in a show I was watching, if something doesn't grow, it rots. So think about that. If something doesn't grow, it rots. So you're either growing or you're rotting. So if you encourage people to grow and they don't, that's on them too, right? They're rotten. They're rotting. That's not for you you can't change that. You can only be virtuous and do what you've come to do. Be loving and spiritual and share those attributes with the people around you. If they take it, they take it. If they don't, they don't. But what I hear too is what we don't want in terms of the anger in a sense or closing off is for you to be closed off. You don't want to be closed off. You don't want to withhold your loving spiritual attributes because people need them. Oh, enjoy. You delight in the love of life and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do. So don't let that interfere with your joy. Whether today, in the coming months now, I actually felt like I had a little epiphany yesterday about something. And it's like, you know what? We really let certain things hold us back. If we get too stuck encouraging things to grow, if that makes sense. And it prevents you. So don't be too caught up in the virtue or your purpose or being righteous. Do what you can. Be a loving person. Share that part of you, but always stay close to your own sense of joy, of inner peace. Do not lose that for anything or anyone, for any purpose. You know what I mean? Like, you being in joy is really important, I think. And what I heard too is that, sorry, this is kind of dark, talking about anger and jealousy, but people can be jealous of this. You delight in the love of life. If you are someone who does that, who you're pretty joyous, you give off this loving energy and bring a spirit of fun to all that you do, you can get a target on your back if you're someone that has that type of positive energy. Don't let that prevent you from having that type of positive energy. Don't let that prevent you from bringing this into the world, because that's exactly what that is trying to do, right? It's trying to prevent you from being like this, because this is contagious. Joy is contagious. It spreads. So when you stop doing it because you're upset or you give up, then that energy wins, because then the joy you have, that light in your heart, it stops spreading. And that's important. It's part of your purpose. So I was going to spread, speaking of spreading, I was going to spread this out, but it doesn't spread very easily. So I think we're just going to pull a couple. We're just going to pull 3 messages from Whispers of Love, because it's probably my favorite lovey-dovey deck. Look, this one's like damaged. I should know, because I know what it is, but I can't think of it. Let's guess. I think it's be supportive. I could be wrong. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. I don't want this to be too long. Getting to know each other, 44 on Valentine's Day. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. More focus on growing here. Something is growing. Getting to know each other. Okay, let's see. What else? A desire to, well, what stands out to me with this is meet another's need for love. Is growth. Oh, beautiful. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. Exactly. That's what whatever energy I was picking up on with this, that's what this feels like. Back to love, back to joy. You're only, I think, a lot of times people might think if this says your spiritual attributes, you try to encourage others to grow, that you're righteous or something like that. And you're not. Sometimes you have to remind yourself that you're not righteous, that you're doing things for the right reasons. Your intention is pure, and that's really all that matters. So the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. So if there's any issues, shift it back to love. It's also just a good mental meditative practice, in terms of letting things go. But I will say there's some awareness coming about here that the only thing that is real is love. And the little inner child, it feels, I just heard the world tree. It feels world-like. Well, the globe is there, obviously, but it feels like something is completing. Oh, I love this. Act as if your partner is here. That's so beautiful. For anyone who's not with, someone on Valentine's Day. I just love this card. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you always consider them. So you will always consider them. It also reminds me of this is consideration, learning to meet another's needs. Oh, look, the Union of Hearts was over here. I love this card. It's so stunning. There's a connection of love that defies explanation. Yes, it does. So there's this connection of love that defies explanation here. And there's this energy here, I feel like a physical separation. And it's about, so I was watching, I did not mean for this reading to be long like this. I was watching Angela. Gosh, I forget. I love her. I can't think of her name right now though. She did a really beautiful twin flame reading on YouTube from the other day. And she was talking about something very specific. And it's about, I can't think of the word she used. God, I'm so brain farting and I'm late. I gotta go. Oh my God, this always happens to me. See, this is why I stopped doing readings so much, because I get too lost. Time, right? So there's different levels of time. It's meeting your partner in the etheric field. It's connecting with someone's energy, not in this physical, but it's just on the other side of time, if you will. It operates outside of time, but you can be connected to anyone at any time. It's like I was saying about the twins. There's this connection. There's this mirror energy. So acting as if your partner is here is very real. It really does work. It's a powerful thing. And it's almost like you really feel that person like they're there, like they are there. And you will always consider them. And what that means is that if you're apart, that as if you act as if your partner is here, that you're already considering them, and that eventually you will find your way back to each other. You know what I'm saying? You will make decisions like they're there, and you will find your way back. That sounds a little toxic, but whatever, go with it. It's also kind of romantic, and it's like, that's like some true love where like, when you know, and you just pretend like they're there until they're there, pretty much. I told you it was be supportive. I knew it. Make a genuine effort to show you care. This is a vibe here. There is some growth here, completion. It just started here, learning to meet another's needs, another's need for love. Sorry, Still foggy headed from my cold. Learning to meet another's need for love is important for a relationship to grow. And there's this energy of completion here. And this is make a genuine effort to show you care. Make a genuine effort to show you care. Be supportive. Don't be afraid to let the people you love know that. You know, and like I was saying recently, it may not be that you say it, but that they feel it. And this is like you feel it, even if it's not being said. So this is a really beautiful, actually, Valentine's Day energy and some positive, I feel like, signs of growth and change. And I think it's important for you, like, it feels like feminine energy, to let negativity, toxicity, I feel like, surrounding not love, but friends, family, work, all of it, let it go. Get back to joy, because I feel like if you can get back to your heart in this way, there's really beautiful energy in your heart space. So come back to your heart. Don't feel like you need to fight the fight out there. I was hearing yesterday in my head, all the energy you spend trying to get ahead, spend that time and energy just being who you are. Be who you are today and every day. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. So be authentic, because there are miracles and blessings on the way. Everything has its gift. Happy Valentine's Day. Be supportive. Make sure that people that you love and care about know. Make a genuine effort to show that you care. That's all. Love you all. Happy Valentine's Day.